Hello, it is currently raining, and I'm going to do my TED Talk on CPUs, and I'm on a random playground right now. So, yeah, see you in a minute. Hello, I'm back. It's really wet. I got to hurry this up, so it's still raining. Alright, let's go to my TED Talk. Alright, the central processing unit, also known as the CPU, is known for being the brains of the computer because, it does most of those calculations of the computer and most of the important things. I'll be discussing these topics on the CPU, how the history of the CPU, how a CPU works, and what things have a CPU included in them. So yeah, let's get right into it. There have been a lot of upgrades from the first couple processing units. Back then, they were massive machines, really big. I mean, they were pretty big, bigger than you think. Pause. There were massive machines that you could not fit in any new Federico Faggin. Okay, well, sorry. Federico Faggin was the first to create the microprocessor. He made it back in 1971. It was called the Intel 4004. This was known as the world's first commercial processor. The Intel 4004 was a bit processor and was only made possible by the advancements of silicon gate technologies. So, silicon, I'm pretty sure that's a semiconductor. Could be wrong on that. So that's how most technologies are made. That made it work as best as possible. The first use of this part was in cash registers, banks and calculators and stuff. The first use, one of the first games that used in the original CPU was the pinball machine back in 1974. As time went on, Intel would only become to create better and better processors. The processors would include the next generation Intel 8008, so double 4004, 8008, which doubled the performance of the 4004. Not surprisingly, it was now the first 8-bit processor. As time passes with new advancements, and a bunch of companies keep coming out with better and faster, smaller processors, many computer companies like that. So, yeah, that's basically how the history of it is and how it works. And it is wet, so I'm going to pause this. Hey, I'm back, and it's still raining. Yeah, okay. Let's get right into how the actual CPU works. Now, how is the CPU we've been talking about even work in the first place? In the middle of the CPU, there are 3 components. So there's the control unit, arithmetic unit, and the registers. The control unit is responsible for memorizing instructions, decoding them, and executing them. This unit makes sure everything is in sync, so where all the actual logical information is happening. Man, it's raining harder. Okay. Oh, I'm getting wet. Okay, mathematics like equations, pause. Sorry. Where all the actual logical mathematics like equations and even simple adding. From Geeks for Geeks website, it says the ALU is responsible for performing arithmetic and logical functions operations. It's really fast. The speed of computers are insane. The amount of logic they can do in a second is crazy. So yeah, that's how the CPU works. And moving on to the next part. Oh, I'm in a slide right now, and it's currently raining super hard, so I had to get in a slide. Alright, I'll talk to you about the third and last topic here in a second. Alright, I'm back. The rain finally slowed down. I've been sitting in a slide for the past 30 minutes, waiting for the rain to cool down, so that's nice. But I am currently 10 feet above the ground on a jungle gym, so let's get into the third and last section of the CPU. Okay. Now you might be wondering, we have been talking about the CPU and all this technical stuff, but I don't even know what the CPU is in. So, it's basically everyday products like calculators, mouses, phones, keyboards, and etc. The first thing a CPU was originally designed for was the calculator, because it has a lot of stats and stuff like that. So yeah, it was originally the Wired website said the Intel 4004 was introduced late 1971 for use in a calculator. A calculator needs one of these because a calculator is all about calculating and solving formulas, and even some subtraction and addition. As we all know, the CPU is majority in laptops and computers. This allows his computer to be making this. This allows my computer right now to be making this video is a CPU because of the processing. This would not happen without it. All right, I'm gonna climb back up there. Watch this. Croc transition. Yeah! Yeah! Alright. Now to conclude it, at the spot where we last ended, or first started, I guess. Alright. You know, this is going to be like basically my outro, my conclusion for this TED Talk. I think the CPU, after all this, is single-handedly the most important thing in computers. Because all the stuff I need to calculate speeds, timing, storage, coding, etc. Imagine you told to a guy in 1850s that, like, no one would believe you about this. Imagine if you told someone that the size of this thing, computer, can fit on the wrist. It's pretty crazy. All right. To sum it all up, we explored the history of the CPU and how it works and what products the CPU is in. Thank you, and may you all have a good night. And I need to get inside and make sure to risk. I know y'all were watching probably the day after Mother's Day, but I hope you wished your mom a happy Mother's Day, and I gotta get out of this rain. Yeah!